Justin Bieber might be facing serious financial drama right now, and things are getting messy fast. The word on the street is that Scooter Braun claims Justin owes him money, and it's turning into a full-blown feud. We just finished talking about Justin not too long ago, but now even more wild info is surfacing. And that's not the only chaos this week. Nara Smith is catching heat after people accused her of trying to glamorize teen pregnancy. Social media is going off about it, and folks aren't holding back. Meanwhile, Kylie Jenner and Jordyn were spotted hanging out again. Yep, they had a mini reunion at a Knicks game. Through all that drama between them, seeing them back together like nothing happened really had everyone talking. But hold up. Logan Paul's catching a different kind of heat. He's been getting blasted online because of his new reality show. And now, his ex-girlfriend just stepped in with her own accusations. She's putting him on full blast, and people are paying attention. We're diving into all of this mess because it's just too juicy to ignore. What's up, it's Christy, and welcome back to the Weekly Tap. This week has been non-stop chaos, and we've still got a ton to get into. So let's go straight to Logan Paul. If you haven't heard already, Logan and Jake Paul dropped a reality show, and yep, it's on HBO. Now let's talk about the HBO drama, because even that is a mess. One day it's HBO, the next it's HBO Max, and now they're apparently switching back to HBO Max again? Make up your mind already. But anyway, let's get into what really matters. The Paul brothers' new reality show. The show's called Paul American, and it's already stirring up controversy, especially around Logan Paul. In the show, Logan and his fiancée Nina reveal that they're expecting a baby girl. Sounds sweet, right? Well, not exactly. Logan's been catching major backlash for the way he's been talking about the pregnancy. He flat out admitted he's low-key disappointed it's a girl. He said he always imagined having a boy first, one who would protect the daughters he'd have later on. That alone had people giving him side-eye. But it doesn't stop there. He even joked that maybe this is his karma for how he's treated women in the past. Yeah, he's calling his own daughter a form of punishment. Like, seriously? People are saying his attitude comes off as immature and tone-deaf, especially with the way he's been framing the whole thing. Instead of celebrating, he's making weird comments that just don't sit right with fans. And it's showing a side of Logan that's got a lot of people questioning his character. Clips from Logan Paul's reality show have been popping up all over TikTok. And people are not holding back in the comments. A bunch of viewers are saying they're straight up uncomfortable with how Logan talks, especially when it comes to being a dad. But things got even wilder when his ex-girlfriend, Olivia O'Brien, jumped into the convo and added her own thoughts. Under one of the viral TikToks, Olivia wrote, "He once told me he wanted to have a kid because he loves himself so much. He thought he could only love someone else fully if it was half of him." Like what? She basically said it was giving science experiment energy, like he needed to clone himself just to feel love. She added, "I would be scared. I would be scared." And yeah, that sent the comment section into chaos. Props to Olivia for speaking up. She clearly dodged something. And as for Nina, well, best of luck to her. Seriously. But here's the twist. Despite everything Logan said during the show, people have noticed a shift now that his daughter's actually here. He's been more open, more affectionate, and keeps saying how much she's changed him. He's even called her his everything and said he's falling in love with her now that she's in his arms. So maybe fatherhood is softening him up a bit. We'll see. Alright, since we're already on the topic of babies and parenting, let's talk about Nara Smith. She posted something on TikTok this week that got folks all riled up, because people are accusing her of trying to glamorize teen pregnancy, and the backlash came fast. If you don't already know who Nara Smith is, she's that viral TikTok creator with the super calm, dreamy vibe. She's known for making absolutely everything from scratch, like we're talking homemade Coca-Cola, candy, even toothpaste. Yep, she'll take something no one would ever think of making at home and just casually whip it up like it's no big deal. That's her brand. She's married to model Lucky Blue Smith, and together they've got 3 kids. She's also a stepmom to his daughter from a past relationship. In her videos, Nara paints this picture-perfect life. She's always cooking in a spotless kitchen, cleaning like it's therapeutic, and giving off that peaceful, soft mom energy. But here's the thing, she doesn't really show the actual chaos of raising kids. You rarely even see her children. And when she opens up, it's usually about her own life struggles, not the realities of motherhood. So when she posted a video with the caption, "POV, you decided to have kids at 18 and this is your 5th Mother's Day," people weren't feeling it. The internet started calling her out, saying that it looked like she was glamorizing teen pregnancy. Sure, her life looks cute and polished, but folks were quick to remind others. Just because Nara made it work doesn't mean you should copy her path. One comment even went viral. "This is your reminder that you are not Nara Smith. Don't base your life on a TikTok aesthetic." And that hit hard. People are saying it's cool that she's happy, but promoting teen motherhood like it's just another lifestyle trend? That's where folks draw the line. The comments on Nara Smith's Mother's Day post? Brutal but real. People weren't holding back, especially when it came to the message her video was sending to younger girls. Some of the top replies were like, "Build your career first. Enjoy your youth. And this is not your sign to jump into motherhood at 18. Others were practically begging, "Please finish school, get your own money, and build a life before babies." One comment that really stood out said, "High school to wife and mom in the same year? That's wild, Nara. Don't glamorize this." And they weren't wrong. Truth is, most teen girls don't have the luxury of living that soft life like Nara. She's out here making homemade root beer while others are stressing about rent and diapers. It's just not the same. The criticism wasn't about shaming her. It was about protecting young followers from thinking that her life is the norm. People pointed out that Nara got pregnant young, yes, but she had money, a stable partner, and a whole support system. That's not what most teen moms face. Her situation is rare, and folks just want to make sure that message is crystal clear. But let's switch gears because someone who is living their best life right now, Kylie Jenner. She's been popping up all over New York with none other than Timothée Chalamet. The two have been seen out on cozy dates, and the internet is obsessed. Honestly, I kind of love it too. The edits of them on TikTok are super cute and they really seem to vibe. Kylie looks happy, and that's a win in my book. It really seems like Kylie's finally in her soft era. Before Timothée, she was with someone who didn't seem to treat her right or appreciate her the way she deserved. But now, she looks like she's glowing. Timothée actually wants to show her off, and it's adorable. He's out here holding her hand, smiling at her in public, and honestly, it feels different this time. Usually, when the Kardashians are out, everything feels so staged, so picture-perfect and polished. But when Kylie's with Tim, it feels more real. She's laughing, goofing around, being silly, and it's giving the world a side of her that we don't usually get to see. She seems happy for real, not just Instagram happy, and people are definitely noticing. And while Kylie and Tim were in New York recently, they made headlines after popping up at a Knicks game. But the real plot twist? Jordyn Woods was at the same game. That moment had the internet in shambles. Let's not forget, Kylie and Jordyn were once attached at the hip. They were practically sisters. But everything came crashing down when that messy drama with Tristan Thompson went down. Word spread that Jordyn kissed Tristan at a party, and Khloe found out. And just like that, Kylie's whole world flipped. Jordyn moved out, their friendship was shattered, and they weren't seen together for years after that. But lately, there have been signs that things are slowly warming back up between them. They've been spotted hanging out here and there, and seeing them at the same event like this? Yeah, people are definitely watching. They might not be as tight as they once were, but Kylie and Jordyn have definitely made peace, and people are loving it. That recent Knicks game, both of them showed up. No, they didn't roll in together, but they were seen sharing a sweet little moment during the game, celebrating like old times. And social media lost it. Fans were all over the comments talking about how heartwarming it was to see them reconnect after so much history. One person wrote, "Say what you want, but seeing Kylie and Jordyn together again had me emotional." Another added, "It's so wholesome. You can tell they genuinely cared about each other. People really missed that bond, and honestly, it shows. Their friendship used to be unbreakable until Tristan Thompson came crashing through it like a wrecking ball. That whole scandal, him kissing Jordyn at that party, blew everything up. And it wasn't just the friendship that broke. Jordyn's name got dragged all over the media, mostly thanks to the Kardashian crew, till even after all the drama, the betrayal, and the headlines, it seems like time really did its thing. Fans are happy that the two could at least come back to a place of peace. They don't need to be attached at the hip again, but seeing them share good vibes is healing for a lot of people who grew up watching them. What's wild is that even when her family turned against Jordyn, there were moments on Keeping Up where Kylie stood up for her. She didn't want her sisters bashing Jordyn too hard, and now it kinda makes sense why. Deep down, that bond never really left. So yeah, it makes sense why Kylie and Jordyn are cool again, but now let's switch gears because this next situation, it's messy for real. While Kylie and Jordyn have cleaned up their drama, Justin Bieber's situation just keeps getting more chaotic by the day. Even though we just talked about him, more details have dropped this week, and they're wild. According to a new bombshell report, Justin Bieber allegedly owes his ex-manager Scooter Braun over $8 million. Yep, you read that right, $8 million. TMZ broke the story, and the internet has been spinning ever since. Fans are starting to look back at old headlines and finally connecting the dots. Like, what really went down between Justin and Scooter? So here's the breakdown. Back in 2022, Justin was prepping for a massive world tour. He reportedly scored a $40 million advance from AEG to make it happen. Everything was lined up, but then the tour got canceled out of nowhere. And apparently, that cancellation triggered a clause in his contract that required Justin to return $24 million of that advance. That's a huge chunk of money to cough up. And this is where Scooter comes back into the picture. People are now speculating that Scooter, or his company, might have been the one helping front some of that money, or at least involved in handling the financial side of it. If Justin hasn't paid that back, it could explain why things have been so weird between them lately. That kind of debt? It's no joke. The fact that this is all coming out now just adds another layer to Justin's already complicated situation. And fans are trying to figure out what the real story is. So here's where things really start to spiral. Back when Justin's tour fell through, Scooter Braun's company, HYB America, stepped in like the big boss and paid the $24 million Justin owed to AEG. But this wasn't just a favor out of kindness. They had an agreement. Justin would pay them back over 10 years. Sounds manageable, right? Well, apparently not. Word is, Justin made just one payment and then completely stopped. Now, 2 years later, HYB is coming around like, hey, where's our money? HYB launched an internal audit and says Justin still owes $8.8 million. And that's where the drama explodes. Behind the scenes, things are getting super tense. But Justin's camp isn't staying quiet either. They're allegedly firing back, claiming that Scooter was actually overpaid by $26 million in management commissions during his time running Justin's career. That number didn't just come out of thin air either. According to reports, this was uncovered while Lou Taylor, yep, the same one who worked with Britney Spears, was acting as Justin's business manager. She started digging through the financials and apparently found the supposed overpayments. Sources close to Scooter say Justin's team straight up called and said he didn't have the money to pay up. But HYB wasn't playing around. They brought in the powerhouse auditing firm PricewaterhouseCoopers to run an independent check on the whole situation. And guess what? They backed Scooter. Their audit confirmed that Justin does still owe that $8.8 million. And just when you think it couldn't get messy, oh, it does. This feud isn't just about numbers anymore, it's personal now. Scooter Braun reportedly tried to cool things down by waiving $1 million in unpaid commissions, like a peace offering to make the tension disappear. But clearly, that didn't fix a thing. And honestly, that's wild considering their history. Let's not forget, Scooter is the guy who discovered Justin Bieber. He's the one who pulled him out of obscurity and launched him into global fame. Scooter was there for all of it. The rise, the scandals, the breakdowns, the comebacks, the wedding, everything. So it's kind of crazy that in 2023, they quietly ended their working relationship. No drama posted, no public statement, just silence. But now that this massive money situation is out in the open, people are starting to connect the dots. Like, was that the real reason they split? Here's another bombshell that people are tying into all of this. Justin sold his entire music catalog in 2023 for a jaw-dropping $200 million. At first, everyone thought, wow, huge win. But behind the scenes, some insiders were concerned. For an artist like Justin to sell off his entire catalog at just 29? That's not typical unless you're either planning to step back from the spotlight or you need serious cash fast. Selling a catalog isn't just a business move. It's a major decision that's usually made later in an artist's career. So for him to let go of it now, that had people around him worried, wondering what's really going on with Justin's mental state, finances, and future plans. Because something about all this just doesn't sit right. Let's get into the real reason people think Justin Bieber might be in trouble. His spending habits. Reports claim that he could have racked up way more debt than just what he owes Scooter Braun. According to TMZ, folks close to Justin said he was on the verge of financial collapse back in 2022. That's how serious it was. They even said that's why he rushed to sell the rights to his entire music catalog that December. Now here's the kicker. Scooter allegedly warned him not to sell yet. He told Justin to at least wait until January 2023 so he could get a solid tax break. But Justin wasn't trying to hear it. He pushed forward anyway and closed the deal in December. So not only did he sell early, but he may have also missed out on saving millions in taxes. Now the big question is, what happens if Justin doesn't pay back this $8.8 million? Well, it could all come down to Scooter. Some people are even saying that going public with this whole thing may have been step one in pressuring Justin to cough up the cash. TMZ also reported that while Justin's team didn't fight the audit results from PricewaterhouseCoopers, they did run their own audit. But they won't say what their version turned up, so now people are left wondering if their numbers look different or if they're just buying time. Here's a theory though, if Scooter says he's owed money and Lou Taylor says Scooter was overpaid, maybe Justin just got tired of the chaos, fired everyone around him, and decided to hit the reset button. Clean slate, no noise. But the drama? Still loud as ever. And maybe that's what this has all been leading to. Justin selling off his music catalog just to wipe the slate clean, pay off whatever debts were stacking up, cut ties with everyone in his circle, and start over. But clearly, that didn't include Scooter. The $8.8 million mess is still hanging in the air, and no one's letting that slide. From the outside, it's looking like Justin wanted to cash out, ditch all the behind-the-scenes noise, and live life on his terms. And maybe that's why he's been going wild on social media lately, posting non-stop, showing random moments, acting super unfiltered. It's like he's finally got no team micromanaging him, no manager in his ear telling him to keep a clean image. Now it's just Justin, his close friends, his family, and whatever thoughts he decides to blast online at 2 a.m. Honestly, he might feel more free than ever, but is that a good thing or just a quiet unraveling? That part's still unclear. Could all just be a theory, sure. But the timing, the silence from his team, and all the sudden changes definitely feels like something big shifted behind the scenes. So what do you think? Between Nara Smith's teen mom backlash, Logan Paul's messy baby comments, Kylie and Jordyn's unexpected reunion, and now this Bieber money drama, there's a lot to unpack. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm seriously curious where y'all stand on all this. Thanks for watching, love you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!